Friends, welcome all of you. Let's continue our discussion on understanding forex codes. Previous session we were learning about cross rates, what is straight rate and what is cross rate. That distinctions we have already understood, and we also know how to convert a particular rate which is given involving two currencies into some other rates. Okay, so that some practices we have done, some examples we have solved. Let us continue with solving some more questions. Let me share the screen with you right now. In the review, I think up to question 8, this question were solved.
Yes, sir.
Question number 8 was solved, is it not? Despite French Frank, yeah, this question was solved in our previous class. Question 9, whether we have solved this? Question 9, we have done it.
Yes, sir.
9 is
Well
over.
done. Yes, sir.
Okay. 9 is over. 9 was, let me say, rate quoted by a Mumbai banker is 70.72 per pound. Okay, so that means you have to understand. This means rupee by pound is equal to 70 bid and 72 ask. Then compute relevant pound per rupee rate. Okay, let me explain you for the benefit of all of you. Just give a moment. Yeah, what it says. The question is, if you read the question, please read the question. Some of you.
The rate quoted for a Mumbai banker is rupees 72 per pound. Compute relevant pound per rupee rate.
Yeah, when I say rupees 72 per pound, rupee per pound, that means it is rupee per pound. This quote is given to you. Is it not? So what is given to you is rupee per pound. And it is saying 70, 72. Okay, 70, 72. So this first what we'll do, this is given you in the question. First let us understand. This much of rupees per pound. And what the question is asking, if you read the question is asking, compute relevant pound per rupee rate. Okay, it is asking pound per rupee rate. Pound per rupee rate means how much? Pound by rupee. Pound by rupee, you have to give it two codes. One is bid, one is ask. Can you tell me what is this pound by rupee bid? Who can tell me? How to calculate? Tell me how to calculate that.
1 by 72.
Very good. This is 1 by 72. And this one, pound to rupee ask.
1 by 70.
1 by 70. Yeah, you have to remember it. This is 71 by 70, 72. This comes to how much? One by 72. You can use calculator for 1 by 72. How much it comes? Can you read it?
0.013.
0.0138. We'll take up to 2 decimals. And what is 1 by 70?
0.014.
0. You can watch it here. 0.0145.
42.
0.0142. You can take 4. 0.0143. Understood how you can find out the codes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, fantastic. Now let us move ahead. Let us see where our answer is right or not. 0.0139 and 0.0143. It's okay. Okay. So here in this case, what is happening? We are writing pound by rupee. That means Mumbai banker is bidding and asking for rupee. Rupee is the commodity and pound is the price. Okay. What's here? Pound is the price, rupee is the commodity. Is it okay? This is commodity and this is price. Understood? Now, next question, let us say we'll write. Please read the question. If possible, you can note down this question also. Some of you, please read it. You see, there are many styles in which rates are quoted. We will try to understand this quotation. This is a quote from a particular banker. Please read it.
Spot rate is DM equal to $0.3302 to 10.
Okay.
So what is in written? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll explain it. Read it first.
Spot rate is FF equal to $0.1180 to 90. Compute direct quote for French franc in Germany.
Okay. First, let us try to understand what is the meaning of this thing. What it says, DM this is equal to dollar something. What the, it is DM by dollar or dollar by DM? Forget about the number. Tell me which currency by which currency.
Dollar by DN.
Very good. So definitely it is, we are talking about dollar by DM. Dollar by DM. Right? It is dollar by DM. It says this many dollar per DM. Okay. So what is bought and sold is DM. DM is bought and sold. Right? And how it, this is the price. Now, the difficulty is that to understand the code. As you know, in the jungle of interest finance, there is no fixed way, defined way of defining codes. So people may quote anything like this, but here the quote is how much? 0.3, how much? 3302. Then dash
Yes, sir.
10. Here you have to understand this means, let me write it from here. 0.3302. K means 0.3310. You have to understand. Since last two digits are there, okay. You have to understand it. This purposefully this question was given to you because many times codes comes like this. And you cannot blame the banker that why you are putting like this. This is the code you have to accept from international market. Okay. We need to understand this thing. Now tell me what is the second code?
So dollar by French franc.
Yeah. So second code is dollar by dollar. Right? Dollar, yeah. Dollar by French franc. Now can you explain those code now? 0.118090.
1180.
118090. Oh, 1180. 1180. And what is the other code? 0.90.
0.1190.
Now, okay. Now what the question is asking you?
Yes. Direct quote for French franc in Germany.
What for French franc in Germany? That means which currency by which currency?
French franc in Germany. So I think a DM by FF.
You are asking DM by FF. Let us write DM by FF. DM by FF means both for French franc and in the country Germany. This is what it is asking. Let us try how to solve it. Okay. Let me now share the screen and share the whiteboard with you right now. So this was given to you. Dollar by benchmark is 0.3302, 0.3310, and dollar by FF is this much, this much. What is DM by FF? When we talk about DM by FF, we have to compute both the things, bid rate and ask rate. Will you try or will you suggest me how I will be able to do it? Can you suggest me? DM by FF first we'll see how to calculate the bid rate. Okay. Can you give me any suggestion? Let us say we are calculating bid DM by FF. First we'll talk about the bid we are doing. Bid DM by FF. Okay. DM by FF means what? Bid DM by FF is definitely big. This size font, yeah, I can read it already. I can write it here. It means I can say bid DM by dollar into bid dollar by FF. Then what will happen? This dollar is getting cancelled. I am getting it DM by FF. This will do or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
to
sir.
you? Is it clear to you? This is dollar by FF. Okay. So bid DM by dollar into bid dollar by FF. Bid DM by dollar is there.
Sir, yes, sir.
DM by dollar.
1 divided by 0.3310.
Okay. Now first we'll see bid DM by dollar. Bid DM by dollar is dollar by DM bid is there. Okay. Bid DM by dollar. If you want to calculate this thing, bid DM by dollar is how much? Is equal to bid. How to calculate? Bid DM by dollar is equal to 1 by ask dollar by DM. You all already know bid is equal to 1 by ask. Are you agreeing with it or not?
Yes, sir.
Into this part is okay. Bid dollar by French fry. Okay. So instead of bid DM by dollar, I am taking 1 by ask dollar by DM. This concept you already do. Bid is equal to 1 by ask is equal to 1 by bid. Yes or no, or any doubt you have?
Yes,
So 1 by ask dollar by DM is how much?
1 by
0.3310.
Very good. 0.3310 into bid dollar by FF.
0.1190.
0.1180.
1190.
0.1180.
We're talking about bid rate. We're
0.1180.
calculating bid rate now. So 0.1180. So finally we are getting 0.1180 divided by 0.3310. Whatever is the rate, that is my bid rate. And similarly, you have to calculate ask rate. Now, can you calculate ask rate? Whatever is bid rate, can you tell me? 0.1180 divided by 0.3310. Bid comes to, whether this is right, please check it out. 3565. This is the bid rate it is coming. Okay. Bid is there. Bid rate you have found it out. Now similarly, can you calculate ask rate? Should I erase bid part?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let us try. Let us calculate this. And all of you are understanding. Now, friends, you have to calculate now ask. Ask dollar by DM. If I am thinking I will be calculating ask DM by French franc, then it will be ask DM by dollar into ask dollar by FF. Ask DM by dollar is not there. Ask DM by dollar is equal to 1 by bid what? Dollar by DM into ask dollar by FF. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Now tell me fast one. 1 by bid dollar by DM कहाँ है? Dollar by DM is there. Bid dollar by DM is how much?
0.3302.
0. Who will tell me?
0.3302.
3302.
0.3302.
Very good. Into ask dollar by FF.
0.1190.
0.1190. So it comes to 0.1190 by 0.330. How much it comes? 0.1190 divided by 0.3302. It comes to
0.360. 0.3603.
0.3604 will take. So I'll take it 0.360. So this is what? DM by FF, and this is bid, and this is ask. Are you getting it?
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me.
sir, as you have solved ask DM by dollar, then we can write it 1 by bid dollar by DM. Yes, sir. That
1 by
part.
bid dollar by DM. Yeah, that's what you have written.
Yes, sir. Sir, as you have mentioned in the previous classes that ask rate for in the cross currency will be bid rate for the another. So why we don't directly take 1 by 0.3310? Why don't we direct take as you have? Yes, sir, yes, sir, that part.
Okay, that concept I had already explained you. The bid,
Yes, sir.
you see,
Yes, sir.
dollar by pound is equal to 1 by pound by dollar only when the bid rates and ask rates are same. In that case, it's okay. But when they are two different rates, yesterday I was explaining, bid is equal to 1 by ask is equal to 1 by bid. Okay, should I explain it again? That thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me tell you once again. Just give me 1 second. This part is over. I'll be explaining this thing why it is happening. Now calculation part is over. You have understood this.
Yes.
So 3564 and 3604. Okay, this is our quotation, and we can quote it like this: is 0.03564 dash 604 up to 3-digit we can. Okay, the way banker has quoted the same way we have to quote. Okay. Now, before coming to our next question, here one pertinent question has been asked. Of course, we had learned it in our previous class when I was explaining you our previous rule. Okay, when I was explaining you the concept of two-way quote, right? So this concept, bid x by y into bid y by z is equal to bid x by z. This is no doubt you are having. We are applying this rule also, right? And ask x by y into ask y by z is equal to ask x by z. Fine. Now these two more rules also I had told you. Bid x by y is equal to 1 by ask what?
Wait.
Y by x. And ask x by y is equal to 1 by bid y by x. Okay, if you are calculating bid rate, it will be 1 by ask of the inverse currency. If you are calculating ask, it will be bid of the inverse currency. Now you are asking why it is like this. Okay, why I will be explaining you. Now remember, let us some example I had given you in your previous class. Now let us understand this thing. Last session I was giving you an example. Suppose you are going to market to buy oranges and you are asking the orange seller what is the price. And what the orange seller is saying, orange seller is not telling you anything. He's saying my price is 70, 80. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I mean, visibility is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
It's visible, no? So what the orange seller is saying? 70 and 80. That means he's not telling you this is my buying rate or selling rate. But you know the concept that the first quote is bid, second quote is asked. And you have to understand, he is giving you two options. He's asking you indirectly, he's saying you why you are here. Whether you are planning to, whether you have come here to buy my orange or you have come here to sell your orange. Okay. Because he is a two-way bidder, he can buy your orange, you can also buy her orange, right? So this is the situation. Okay. Open market, you can buy, you can sell. Both the things are available. But indirectly, what he is saying, he is saying that this is my bid rate and this is my ask rate. Okay. That means if you have come to buy my orange, then my price is 80 because this is my selling rate, that is my ask rate. I will be selling you at 80 rupees per kilo. Okay, 80 rupees per kilo. But if you have your orange, you want to sell it to me, okay, that also I can do. But in that case, I will be buying at what price? 70.
Yes.
Understood?
Hmm.
Okay. And he's saying that my quote is the rupee per orange, and orange means orange per kilo. He said. Say rupee by OR is equal to 70 by 80. 70, 80. This is my bid, this is my ask. Okay. Right.
Yes.
And again, friends, you know, in international market, what will happen? When you are buying something, you are selling the some other thing. Okay, because every currency is a commodity in the international market. You can buy it and you can sell it. Okay. And here also we'll assume these are also two commodities. But normally this is the commodity, this is the price. Now let us say, now please understand. Yeah. Am I audible now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please understand. Suppose the orange seller is saying that I am selling at 80. Orange 1 kilo I'm selling at 80. My question is at this case, forget about this thing. At this stage, what she is buying? What she is buying? She is selling orange for 80 rupees. What she is buying? 80 rupees she is buying. She is buying 80 rupees and selling 1 kilo orange. Okay. In international market, there is nothing called as price or commodity. That is a barter system. That means you will be giving him 80 rupees, she will be giving you 1 kilo orange.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That means the selling rate of rupees is how much? 1 kilo orange. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you see, for you it is selling rate, but for her, you see, she is buying what? 80 rupees. So buying rate of rupees is
80. 1 kilo orange. 1 kilo
1 kilo orange. Okay. 1 kilo orange. Okay. Now, if you're coming to this buying rate, Now this becomes buying rate, but buying rate for whom? Is it for orange or rupees?
It is for orange.
Uh, Selling rate for orange, but buying rate for
Rupees.
buying rate for, because she's selling orange, but what she's buying? She's buying rupees.
Rupees.
Okay, buying rate for rupees is how much? So buying rate for rupees is how much? 80. How much rupee? That means 80 rupees for one orange. But if you want to, how many oranges for, let us say, how for 1 rupee, how much of oranges? Then I have to take it 1 by 80. Right? 80 rupees she is buying for 1 kilo orange. 1 rupee he is buying for 1 by 80 oranges. So you can say buying rate for rupee is 1 by 80 orange. Are you getting it? Therefore, when I coming to bid rate is 1 by ask. Now from same angle, you consider about ask rate. Now let us calculate ask rate. To understand the ask rate, now tell me friends. Now here what is doing, the orange seller is buying at 70. When I'm saying she is buying orange, what she is selling? She is selling 70 rupees. Because you are, she is selling 70 rupees. Is it not? Because she will pay you 70 rupees, you will take their 70 rupees. So she is selling you 70 rupees. Okay, that means selling rate for 70 rupees is 1 kilo orange. So if we come to selling rupees, selling price of rupees, I have to think, I have to deal with this code. Okay, for 70 rupees, okay, 1 kilo orange. For 1 rupee, 1 by 70. 1 by 70. Okay, now you understood why I am going calculating ask, why I am multiplying it 1 by bid, and for calculating bid, why I am why I am doing the 1 by ask. Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in a two-way code, we have to apply this principle. But it is a one-way code, then don't worry. Bid is equal to 1 by ask equal to 1 by bid. Okay, so all these things, all these combinations are important for us to understand. Then only we will be able to translate one code into a different code. Okay, and a slight confusion in this area may bring disaster. In the sense, you may end up in taking a very inappropriate decision. What you thought, but actually it will be different. You might have thought something, but actual result might be different. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it clear to you, all of you, or still some confusion? I agree.
Yes.
The thing is little confusing, but you need to rethink on it. Rethink and decide how these formulas is arrived at. And that's why we are making it, we are jotting it down, or converting to certain rule kind of thing, that once you have understood, then remember the rule. Okay, still you have any query, watch the recorded video, today's or yesterday's class, you'll be able to understand many things. Still you hope you'll be having, in case you'll be having some query, ask me again, I'll be reporting, I'll be again explaining you, maybe with a different example. Okay, but please make some effort to understand it, because without that it will be difficult to convert the code. Right? Is it okay, friends? Yeah, few more
Yes, sir.
questions I intend to solve. Let us learn this thing quickly. Yeah, this problem we could solve. Now let us read this question. Please, again, I request some of you to read this question fast. Please read it out.
Given the following quotes, at what rate you can buy yen against rupees?
Yeah,
Rupees
you see.
47.50,
Yeah, continue.
rupees 47.50 to 53 dollar 1.5200 to 10 pound to 3.50 to 60 per dollar.
You see, this is a many times in real life also we may face this kind of situation. Some quotes are available with you, but the question is the what rate you can buy yen against rupees. Assume a situation is like this: you want to buy yen for rupees, but yen quote is not available. What quote is available? That rupee per pound is available. Dollar per pound is also available, and yen is available per dollar. Okay. So first thing, our first job will be to convert all these quotes into numerator denominator form. Now, can you explain it in numerator denominator form? Suppose you see, I am saying rupees 47.50 to 53 per pound. That means which currency by which currency? Which currency by which currency and what is the code? Can you tell me? What by what I'm asking? Very simple.
Correct. It is rupee per pound.
Good. It is question is clearly saying per pound. Okay, rupees this was per pound. That means first part is rupee per pound. Rupee per pound quote is how much? 47.50 to 47.53. What is the next code? What by what? Can any other person reply? Any other person? Anybody else?
Dollar by pound.
Dollar by pound, because here it is saying per pound. Okay. Next it is asking dollar by pound. So once you have converted these codes into numerator denominator form, the question becomes easy. Then how much it is? 1.5200.
5200.
Then 1.5210. Third code, some different person. Anybody else who can tell me what is the code? What by what?
Yen per dollar.
Yen per dollar. Very good. It is yen per dollar. Yen per dollar. Yen per dollar is how much? 123.50 to 123.60. And what we want. Now read the first thing. What do we want? What by what? By yen against rupees. That means what we exactly want. Who can tell me?
Rupee by yen.
Very good. It is rupee by yen, which we need. Why rupee by yen? We have to buy yen for rupee.
Yes.
Okay. Once we have understood this particular question, you see. Now question is reduced to only this much equation. Rupee by pound, this much. Right. Then dollar by pound, this much. Yen by dollar, this much. Rupee by yen. Can you suggest me how to solve this question? Both you have to find out first bit, rupee by yen, then ask rupee by yen. Okay, now this is the task for you. You think over it. Next class will be solving. Okay, but all of you, please try. You can take a snapshot if you want. This is the question for you. This you have to solve. Rupee by yen. Bit rate you have to find it out, and ask it also you have to find it. Okay, friends. Okay, so we'll stop here, but we'll spend some more time to understand this course. Right? So thanks a lot. Thank you very much. We will again catch up in our next session. See you then. Bye bye.